So here's another imperfect video from my kitchen table. Um, I didn't do a video the last 2 days. I thought about it, but just skipped it. That's how it is sometimes. The weekend wasn't great. I did a couple of things that I should do, like go to the gym, and I did some work, but not as much as I would have liked. I got just more stuck to my phone than I think I've ever been. Like, I just, I was so attached to it, like I could barely do what I was supposed to. I could barely do the dishes because I was like constantly distracted. It's never been that bad, or maybe it has, but I've never been aware of it being that bad. Um, I've put locks on some apps and stuff that rarely works, but um, I'm just trying to make myself think that nothing new has happened. Like you can pick it up and check those apps. Nothing's gonna be different. It's not. It hasn't changed. No message has come. No new post. No new nothing. It's just the same as you checked it last time. There's no reason to check it. You might as well just sit. So that's what I'm gonna do. Um, I had a thought when I went to church that was like, what if, say, I came across like in dollars, like $300,000, just like that. Like, what would I do? Um, and initially, as I had the thought, I was like, well, I could, buy a company. Like, I saw a post for a gym that was being sold for like 500,000 or something. And I was like, oh, I can buy it. I can take out a loan for the rest, and I can do that at the same time as I'm working this other job, and I would have like a really good income. But then I thought, and then what? Like, say money's not an issue. You have enough money, but you don't have, that amount of money that makes you like careless. You just have enough of money that you're not desperate for money. But you still have to work. You still have to go and show up and do the same thing as you do now. It's just a little bit less stressful. And I was like, yeah, I have, because that's a goal for me, to have money enough so I don't need to worry. Probably never going to be a billionaire, but having enough money that I don't need to worry about it is important to me. But what if I have it? Like, what then? Am I going to be happy all of a sudden? Well, obviously not. What then? Like, what then? Your days are going to be the same. You're going to have a slightly bigger place to live in, and you're going to have a bigger budget to do what you want. Like what? Eat at restaurants? Go travel once a year? Like, you're still obligated. You're still stuck to the same place, and it's not necessarily bad, but nothing has changed really. And I was meditating this morning, and it was about visualization, like, visualize your perfect day. And I was doing it. I do it before work, meditating and journaling, and this. I had my cup of coffee, and I closed my eyes, and I was visualizing, and then it was like, visualize your perfect morning. First, I visualized, where I'm at, sort of my bedroom, waking up and stuff. But then, I was like, well, if it's a perfect morning, maybe it's not in my bedroom. So I visualized like a really nice apartment in like New York City or whatever. I don't have a great imagination, so it was just a guy on YouTube that I've watched a couple of times, like it was his apartment, but whatever. And it was like, okay, so you wake up, the difference being like I have a king-sized bed, there's a woman I love beside me. But I wake up, I walk out in the living room. Maybe I have like big windows out of view, like for view, with a view of the city, and then I was like, well, what am I doing this morning, like a normal morning, when I have everything that I could want? And I was like, well, I'm gonna have my coffee, and I'm gonna sit, and I'm gonna enjoy the morning, which made me realize that that is no different to where I'm at right in this moment, right? What's the difference? The difference is the view. The difference is that I have a woman I love in the bed, still sleeping. The difference is that I don't have time pressure, that I don't have the need to be somewhere in a certain amount of time, like work. But ultimately, I would enjoy where I'm at. I would sit and I would enjoy the present moment, where to the place I'm at. Maybe there's a balcony and there's, the morning sun is shining down and it's quite warm. And I'm just having my coffee, enjoying the sun and the morning in peace and quiet. There's no phone to distract me, there's no TV. It's just peace and quiet, right? And that's the exact same thing as here. But here it's not as fancy, it's smaller, there's no woman beside me. Coffee's the same. The moment is the same, the present moment is the same. It might not be a pleasant view or the sun shining down, but the ultimate thing that separates it, I think, is the pressure. Like the pressure I put on myself externally. Like now this morning, I know I have somewhere to be. I know I have a place to go to, and it's not negotiable. Like I can technically come like half an hour late, half an hour early or so. Like that doesn't matter as long as I stay half an hour late or half an hour early, So maybe I should, but I know that I need to be on time, otherwise I'm just gonna push that forward all the time. So I'm trying to keep, but that's the thing. Pressure from work, pressure on about time. And then it's dark and it's a little bit claustrophobic maybe. So it's more about me putting future pressures on myself in the present moment, I guess. I need somewhere to be. It's like pressures of today. I need somewhere to be in a couple of minutes or hours, which I wouldn't have in the perfect morning. There's pressures of the future, tomorrow, and 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Like, I need X amount of money, I need to have a wife, I need this, I need that. I think that's what's making the present moment be suffocated. Or, it sort of inhibits my ability to be here right now. Because of, I need to be somewhere, right? I need to produce something. I need to make money. I need to this and that. Which is true. I do need to do those things. But the question is, I guess, me stressing about them or putting pressure on myself about them, will that really help? Maybe a bit, but it might not be worth it. Right now, I'm gonna go to work either way, either pressure or no pressure. I'm gonna make my money pressure or no pressure. Of course, there's the, if I want to become a millionaire or something like that, then probably need to put pressure on to make myself spend the extra hours in the evenings and the weekends and stuff. But maybe I would just enjoy doing that anyway if I didn't put this pressure on. Maybe it's all just counterproductive, and it just puts pressure on, and it's just, making it extra difficult and less enjoyable. Yeah, I guess that sort of answers the question as well about what then. Like, if I have all those things, what then? I would enjoy my morning, I would enjoy my coffee, I would enjoy my wife. I feel like if I didn't put pressure on myself, I would have all that, I would have all the things I want, kind of. No, you don't have the money, no, you don't have all the spare time in the world, but is it really going to be different? You don't have a wife. That's the one thing that I think would be different. And I think back to my ex, and I'm like, when I was with her, if I hadn't put pressure on myself about money and failing or completing school, finding a job, future things, like I would have everything I need right there. I have enough money to get by. I have my coffee in the morning. I have spare time, a lot of spare time because it was university. And I have a woman that loves me and that I want to be with, so it's making me think that maybe I shouldn't put pressure on the future or think so much about the future. It's like self-fulfilling prophecies. Anyway, I think yesterday I found that the epiphany or the insight I had was like, let's do more imperfect things. This is an imperfect thing. Let's do more of them to sort of get out of me not doing things just because I want them to be perfect or because they need to be good enough. They need to be above scrutiny. There needs to be no flaws in my arguments and such. But last video it was, let's do more imperfect things, like intentionally imperfect things. And this video is, there's no difference between the present moment and the moment when you have all the things you want. If you could realize that in this very moment, I have everything I need and everything I want. I have my coffee that I enjoy. I have some time that I enjoy. I'm not distracted by things. I'm just here. Of course, I would want, it would be easier perhaps to be in the present moment if there was no financial burden. There was a woman that loves me and I love, and there was no time or place I needed to be minutes or hours from now. But if I can disconnect all that, then this present moment it's no different from the present moment when I have everything. I could have everything and I could let myself be distracted by the phone by burdens and worries, same as now. Or I could just be here, I guess. Yeah. Who knows the balance between being present and planning for the future? And who knows the difference between enjoying the moment and delaying gratification? I don't. Thanks for watching.